Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's Juan Solo here with ASQD Gaming, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in today for another Ghost Recon Wildlands video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the progression system for Ghost Recon Wildlands PvP. You know, this is purely a speculation video, so I'm going to get that out of the way right now. I know there was a lot of people that were hating on the video I put up the other day talking about the release, PvP release, and you know when it could come, what it would entail, and stuff like that. So I'm going to kind of get it out of the way first. This is a pure speculation video about what the rank system, the ranking system, and the progression system might be in Ghost Recon Wildlands PvP. So honestly, we need to have a high level cap, I guess you could say. So with all of the different guns that are in the game and the DLC and all of the rumored weapons that are going to be coming to the game that we've seen earlier this year, we saw a leak about a month ago or so talking about a bunch of new PvP weapons, including the M60 light machine gun and a couple other shotguns and quite a few other weapons as well. I really think that you need to start out with, you know, kind of your base guns, maybe like a P416 and, you know, just a few, kind of like you would in a Call of Duty game. You would start out with like a couple weapons of assault, a couple assault rifles, a couple SMGs, shotguns, a couple, maybe one or two snipers, something like that. And then as you progress through, you know, have an XP system. So, you know, you take out a guy, you get a certain amount of XP. You know, capture an objective, same thing. You know, it's kind of a good, you know, ideal ranking system, similar to how they had in Ghost Recon Future Soldier. And basically make it so that the more you level up, the more weapons you get, the more attachments you get, and stuff like that. Maybe after you unlock a weapon, you can pretty much customize it with whatever attachments you want. Or the more you use a weapon, the more you can actually rank up that weapon, sort of like it is in Call of Duty. I don't know if they're going to get that in depth with the PvP, but being the fact that they have been taking their sweet time, not to be, you know, I'm not poking Ubisoft or, you know, Ghost Recon or anything like that, but this we found out about the PvP before the game actually launched, which was back on March 7th. We actually got I think it was the post-launch trailer talking about the Season Pass and then also the PvP. I believe was sometime in like late February, maybe the very 1st of March. So it's been over three and a half months or so since we actually saw that, almost 4 months. And I really strongly believe that they didn't obviously just start working on it at that time. So it should have been in the works for a while. You know, why is it taking them so long? Hopefully they're going to make it an in-depth multiplayer. It's not just going to be, you know, 4v4 tactical, maybe 1 or 2 game modes. You can customize your character however you want visually, however you want, set up your guns however you want, and you just go in and play. Hopefully there's a deep progression system, and honestly, I wouldn't even mind having some sort of like a loot crate system. I wouldn't say supply drops or anything like that, but you know, if you do good enough in a game or whatever, you get like a crate, a weapon crate, and then you open the weapon crate and it unlocks, you know, one of the other weapons in the game that you might have to level up to level 40 or something to get. You get it now because you got it out of a weapon crate. I don't know, that might be stretching it just a little bit. I know you guys probably don't want to see any microtransactions when it comes to that, because we've already been microtransactioned enough in this game with kind of, I would say, expensive DLC. With some of the ghost packs and the vehicle packs that, in my opinion, were way overpriced for what was in those. But honestly, I think for the longevity of this game, one, PvP needs to get here sooner than later. Otherwise, there's not going to be a big enough player base. And two, it can't be weak. It needs to have a decent progression system, you know, with multiple unlocks, you know, unlocking new gear. It needs to have new gear other than what we have already. Obviously, the gear does not it doesn't really change how much health you have, how much damage you do, like Tom Clancy's The Division does. But I would like to be able to maybe unlock some new vests, some new hats, some new pants, some of that kind of stuff as you progress through multiplayer, and, you know, trick out your dude, you know, exactly how you want him to look when you go into PvP, because that's kind of one of the big points when you go into PvP in any game nowadays, is making your dude look badass, especially because this game is a third-person shooter. You see your character all the time. You know, the only time you don't see your character is when you snap down to aim down sights, which is, you know, in PvP is probably going to happen quite a lot. But, you know, honestly, most of the time you're going to be seeing your character, and it would like to be able to put some really cool gear and stuff on them. But, you know, a full XP system, maybe, you know, up to level, let's just say level 50. You know, you rank up to level 50. Every time you rank up, you get access to a new weapon, or you get some new equipment, or you get multiple things every time you rank up, and make it so that you do have to grind, and you also have to put multiple game modes, and, you know, honestly, team deathmatch, you know, some sort of capture the flag, you know, just some stuff like that. You know, objective modes like that were in Ghost Recon Future Soldier. There was a game mode in Future Soldier that it rotated objectives every time you completed one. Like you would have to escort, a VIP to a spot, and he would be the only one that could arm a bomb. And then if he died, it switched over to where you had to go to this area and you had to capture it before the enemy team captures it. And you know, if that goes, you know, you complete that, then you got to escort a high value target from one end of the map to the other map without him dying. And it kept switching objectives. And I think a 4v4 tactical PvP that they keep saying is what it's going to be, I really think that kind of a game mode would do very well in Ghost Recon Wildlands. But, you know, honestly, full rank system, being able to unlock new equipment, unlock, you know, guns every time you rank up, customizing your character with new gear as you rank up, you know, maybe some different colored ghillie suits, or, you know, just all sorts of different gear and stuff like that. You know, make it worthwhile to play PvP. You know, have some longevity with a full ranking system, because if they don't, a lot of people have already left and have already said that they're not going to come back for PvP just because it's too little too late. But if we get PvP and it doesn't have a full progression system and it's just kind of thrown together, that's it for Ghost Recon Wildlands. You know, I would love to cover this game for the rest of the year if they brought out new content, new PvP and stuff like that, but at that point it would be time to move on, and I really don't want to do that yet, because I do still enjoy playing this game just for fun, you know, taking down bases and stuff. It's still fun to play with friends, because, you know, you can do all sorts of different things with, you know, melee weapons, you know, go in with a melee, or go in with just pistols, or go in, you know, with sniper rifles and try to quick scope and stuff like that. I mean, it's just little things like that you can kind of switch up the game, and it's still fun to play. But that's pretty much all for the video, guys. Make sure to leave down in the comments below what you guys kind of want in PvP, you know, from a progression standpoint. You know, do you guys want to see, you know, a full progression system? You know, I wouldn't say similar to Call of Duty, but kind of that aspect, you know, as you rank up, you unlock new weapons, and then after you use weapons so much, you unlock, you know, more attachments and stuff for those weapons? Or do you guys just want to have everything unlocked, customizable from the start, and you guys just go in there and maybe have like a ranking system similar to Rainbow Six Siege, where you have all this cool stuff, and then as you do better and better, you rank up like sort of like a leaderboard, you know, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, that sort of thing. I think that would be really cool to see in Ghost Recon Wildlands as well, if, you know, if there's enough content there. If there's not enough content there, it's not going to work. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think, what you guys kind of want to see out of this PvP. And like I said, that's pretty much all for the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe if you are new, and turn on notifications so you guys do not miss any of my uploads. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.